Van Runkle here, HotCars.com. I'm here at the world debut, although there is one going on in New York at this very moment, of the Infiniti QX60, brand new SUV, entirely new design language from Infiniti. It's something that they really hope is going to transform their position in the luxury SUV segment.
Hey, I'm Bob Welby, Senior Director of Operations for Infiniti Americas.
I'm Tim Franklin. I'm the Director of Product Planning for Infiniti Americas.
We're sitting in the SUV. We're not allowed to take it for a drive quite yet. I wish we could because the interior and exterior look pretty good. And it is, like I said, a big departure from a lot of Infiniti's previous design language, but it builds on a lot of what's already going well with the QX60.
The great thing is the current QX60 has been a fantastic performer for us as a brand. Infiniti as a brand does really well with family. And so when we went to revise this all-new QX60, we were starting from a place of strength. So things like overall interior roominess, vehicle size, the very adaptable second row, the child seat functionality, and we've added a captain's chairs to the second row. So we were building from a place of strength, which is a great thing. And so it was about refinement, and I think refinement is a great way to discuss the interior, right? You mentioned before the stitching, the quilting. It's just a gorgeous place to be, and no detail was left unturned.
Bob, you're sitting there in the driver's seat. When you look at that, you see two enormous displays in front of you, a lot of digital screens, a lot of touch screens, but you've also got some very tactile control elements at your right hand. What do you think stands out for buyers of this SUV when they step into here versus the competition, which I think is going to be an even higher end model?
Well, first you nail it right. This is my favorite place to be in the car, kind of right to see. So Tim, thanks for letting me sit here. And you called it out great. I love the setup that we have here of the two 12.3-inch screens, both this touchscreen functionality that also operates by the center control there, really giving flexibility to the consumers. Love the layout of this digital 12.3 right in front that's configurable, and a huge fan of what we've done with this capacitive touch and haptic feedback controls for the HVAC system and for the audio. So a really nice layout, but some really good functional tech for consumers that want that in this segment.
We've kept the volume knob, to be clear. So
the
volume and the key functions, manual too. And then just add on that the heads-up display. So we have a 10.8-inch heads-up display. But once you've had the heads-up and the functionality, it's hard to go back. It's fantastic.
Well, one thing that definitely stands out for me in terms of tactile comfort is the ventilated rear seats extend to the second row here, which I love. But just the leather, the stitching, this is the autograph edition of the QX60. Can you please walk us through sort of the options that have been added to the autograph versus maybe a lower spec version?
So autograph really represents the customer who wants all. There's no, when they come in, if they're looking for the best of the best, it's very clear, it's simple and clear. So a lot of attention to detail, there's no option, it's all in. So whether it's a two-tone roof on the exterior or the, really luxurious open pore wood on the inside, or the stitching, the quilting, ambient lighting, smart review mirror. I mean, I could go on for a long time here.
This SUV can even come to a complete stop and then restart with the ProPilot Assist activated.
Yes, we've got this ProPilot Assist, which is really I think, industry-leading lane-keeping system. And now it's connected with NaviLink, so it actually connects to the navigation system. So if you're turning a corner or a curve, and the vehicle can automatically slow down to navigate those things. But in addition, in a traffic scenario, if you're needing to stop because of traffic, then it can actually restart even after extended stops. I believe up to 30 seconds it'll hold. And then if the traffic starts to move on, it'll continue on its way. So really a nice function. You turn it on and you can just let the car do its thing.
In terms of the driving experience, this QX60 has a 3.5-liter V6, 295 horsepower, 270 pound-feet of torque. And for this generation, it gets an upgraded transmission and is available in both front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. Can you tell us a little bit about what your customers are looking for in terms of this SUV being able to have enough power to haul the whole family and some gear, and maybe even do some towing?
Our customers, they tell us time again, it's really about the performance of the car and what it delivers for them. Our really popular V6 engine mated to this 9-speed automatic transmission is really going to deliver just some confident responsiveness and feel to customers there. It's also going to add a nice structure and strength to the car that's going to enable significant towing. 6,000 pounds of towing capacity, which for those that are familiar with that know that's legit towing capacity that can do everything our customers need, all in a package that handles very well on the road, just delivering really customers' confidence and command when they're on their journey, either towing on a vacation or around town, just conquering life.
One of the cool features in the back here is that you can leave your car seat in and fold the rear seats forward so people can access the third row. What can a family expect when they buy this and want to haul the whole family around?
Well, you mentioned that piece, that one of the key positive feedbacks from our customers was the functionality in the second and third row and the usability of that. And we've enhanced that with that one-touch button that'll allow that seat to flip and move, allowing easy access to and from the third row. That's been a huge win, and we think it's going to be a huge advantage for our customers. That plus just the comfort being in that second row, the wide open panoramic roof really lets some nice natural light in and just sets up for a really comfortable environment that's not just functional, but really delivers just a great ride, again, if you're just around town or if you're on long road trips.
Yeah, as fun as being the product planning guy, you know, we'll always work hard to study our customer and make sure we're building a vehicle for our customer, not for ourselves. But this is one of those cases where I kind of am the customer. I've got 3 children, professional person. And so we've added captain's chairs in the second row. So increasing the comfort. One thing that I was really passionate about and my team worked very hard on was the center console, which is very nice and attractive, also comes out very easily. And so if you want to access the third row, you can either walk through or you can use the tilt and slide on the side. And so there you go, 2 seconds, he's got it out. Depending on how you want to use it, whether it's a road trip, you leave the console in, or if you're around town picking up kids for soccer practice and you just want to have that extra flexibility front to back, these are the kind of things that we really spent energy in trying to refine.
Well, refinement really stands out for me coming to this event and getting to see this at the world premiere of the QX60. From the exterior to the interior, all the little details. Eventual models will go on sale this fall. Pricing and MPG information is TBD. This is the QX60. It's a big step forward for Infiniti. I sort of, in my mind, think of it as the biggest step forward since 2002 when the G35 came out and really introduced the Infiniti evolved version of Nissan's designs of the 350Z. And it's just been really exciting to get a chance to see this. So thank you very much.
Thank you for being here, Chris, and thank you for letting me sit in my favorite seat.
Outside the car, you can definitely see where Infiniti has completely changed their design language. From the front end to this side profile, a nice wide roof, a long swooping angle here, the blacked out upper area complemented by the dark gray of the bottom. You've got all these little chrome pieces. The back is smooth. It does have sort of that smaller rear window that so many sort of coupe-style SUVs are getting these days. And from the inside, the D-pillar is pretty thick still, which sort of harkens back to the previous generation QX60 also. I really think that this is a new step for Infiniti. They're definitely trying to get a little bit more upmarket, probably in response a little bit to Hyundai and Kia, as they also go upmarket, spin off the Genesis brand. But it also is Nissan's attempt to get back into the market in a stronger position. We got the Z Proto coming out with a twin-turbo V6 and a manual and aggressive styling. It's really a departure from like the Sentra and the Altima, which have become pretty cheap, pretty disappointing products for at least a couple years now. This thing's got a V6 engine under the hood. I did ask whether there would eventually be a more powerful twin-turbocharged engine because 295 horsepower and 270 pound-feet and what's probably, a 5,000 pound SUV, that's not a ton of power. It's got a 6,000 pound towing rating for the all-wheel drive version. The front-wheel drive will be significantly lower, obviously. It's got a 9-speed automatic trans, which helps mitigate some of that lower power. But I'll be curious to see how it drives once I can get my hand on one of these, probably later in 2021. For now, I'm glad I got a chance to share with you this world premiere of the Infiniti QX60 and this massive new change for a company that's been around for a long time but hasn't made a lot of big changes, probably in the last almost 20 years. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. Thanks.